guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Angie from Angie Solely Crafts here on YouTube and on Instagram. Yeah, welcome. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. I know there are tons of videos out right now, especially with everybody doing Flossmas, but I really appreciate you coming and checking out what I'm working on. I've worked on a lot since my last video. I know I said I was gonna come back in like a couple weeks, but I have my reasons for not coming back. I was going to come back last week, I think it was. And then my kids, we had minus 39 weather here, Celsius with the wind, so they shut down the schools. And I didn't want to film when my sons were home because, well, for one, they would probably interrupt a lot, and two, I didn't want to do it when they were here. So yeah, it ended up and then the weekend, and so yeah, I don't normally film on a Monday, but I thought I had the time, so we're just gonna go with it. I have worked on 14 projects, I think, since the last time that I did a video. And spoiler alert, I didn't work on my mountain landscape or bird garden since my last video, so I don't have those to show, which kind of breaks my heart a little bit because I love those pieces and I love showing those pieces, but I haven't worked on them. Alicia told me that I should just go ahead and put like 5 stitches in before the video so that I can show it, but I don't really think you guys would be able to see much of a difference with 5 stitches, although it was a good idea. So I'm just gonna quickly do my shout outs and thank yous. I like to do a Flosstube shout out and an Instagram shout out because I'm very active over on Instagram. So if I've taken a long time to do a Flosstube and you are wanting to see what I'm up to or what kind of progress I've made, go over there because I pretty much post daily on Instagram. Even if it is like 5 stitches that I've done, I probably have posted it. But anyways, so my Flosstube shout out is I mentioned Karla, I don't know how many videos ago, as my Instagram shout out, but she has now started Flosstube from Stitchmesane. She just put out another video the other day. Her videos are great. She's like a natural behind the camera. She has tons of full coverage. She just started 2 huge new full coverage, so yeah, you should go check her channel out. I will have it linked down below. My Instagram shout out. Now I really hope I don't pronounce your name wrong. Sisk? I don't think you have the. I like actually looked it up to see how to pronounce it, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. But anyways, she has she's very active also on Instagram, and she has tons of full coverage, like beautiful full coverage pieces, and she has fast progress. So I will link her down below, and you should go over onto Instagram and check her Instagram out. I also have a couple thank yous of people who mentioned me in their videos. Well, Karla, thank you. Also, Rachelqstitches, she did a shout out, thank you. I think I've talked about Rachel before on my channel. If not, I mean, I'll have her linked down below, but you should go check her channel out. And also Tara from, One Stitch at a Time. I'm sorry, Tara. I thought that I had your channel name written down, but anyways, her and her daughters just did their newest video. Usually it's at least one of her daughters does the videos with her, and they all cross stitch and show their projects and everything. So you should go check out her channel as well. And I will have those all linked below. I think I've figured out how to do the links. So I think that's all I wanted to say for that. Yeah, so as I said, I have 14 cross stitch projects, and then I also have a crochet project and a diamond painting that I will show later at the end in case nobody cares about that. But there was a couple, like towards the end of November, I was feeling kind of sluggish and I wasn't really feeling like stitching, which is just kind of weird, but it was just, I don't know, maybe it was the weather, maybe it was just, I don't know. December's kind of a stressful, I mean, it's stressful for everybody, I get that, but there's just extra stresses that come. So, yeah, at the end of November, I just didn't feel like stitching. So I actually ended up starting a crochet, and I was diamond painting a little bit, which is kind of a nice change from, it's easier than cross stitch, I find, and just kind of a nice change when you still want to craft, but you just don't feel like stitching. So, I also had a new start. I'm trying to decide if I want to talk about that now or the end of the video. You know what? I'm just going to do the new start now. So, in my last video, or maybe it was the one before, I had said that I was going to start a picture that I had of my sister. She passed away in 2019 from pancreatic cancer. And so I used the Threadbare app, and I converted her picture that way. So in November is Pancreatic Awareness Month, so I decided to start it. Yeah, so this is what the picture looked like if I haven't showed you. I just want to say, sorry, maybe I should have done this actually at the end of the video, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the kind comments and everything that everybody's put up on Instagram, like the people sharing their stories, and just the kindness that was shared. It's it's a hard piece to stitch. It's kind of like I think I said it was like a bittersweet. You know, it's heartbreaking to stitch it, but at the same time, there's lots of memories there. But I did want to add that for putting it up for November for Pancreatic Awareness Month. One of the things that's hard about the situation with my sister is the healthcare system just totally failed her. Like, she knew something was wrong a long time, but they wouldn't do the tests because they said that she was young and healthy, and she's, you know, they wouldn't do the tests. And she ended up having to finally pay out of pocket because in Canada it's different than in the States, but she ended up going to a private place to get the test done, and then they found out that she was stage 4 pancreatic cancer. So sorry. So there was really nothing they could do. The doctor who actually came to her house to give her the results because he felt, well, terrible, right? Because he didn't listen to her. So my whole point in all that is that, you know what, you need to be your own advocate, and if you think something's wrong and they won't listen to you, then you need to just keep pressing them. But anyways, sorry guys, this is not how I wanted to start this video. So I because it was a pattern that I made myself, well, you know, I've never used Threadbare before. They're an Alberta husband and wife team. I think it's mostly the husband, but and so I don't know the quality of what it's going to be, right? And so I wanted to do stitch the face first, but I always start in the right hand corner. So I worked my way down. Sorry, this is a little scatterbrained, but that's not really much different from my other videos. So I put in, since the last time that oh no, you guys haven't seen this, I put in 336 stitches, and this is what it looks like right now. It is a huge piece. I'm not gonna lie. It's, oh, I guess I can just back up a little bit. So I started in the top corner, and these are like the mountains, which is kind of funny because the mountains, there's like a lot of purples in there, and I don't know, I don't really think of purple when I see mountains, but that's okay. But it was fun to work with these colors. So I counted, I've got this beautiful teal color. Can you see that? I don't know what my lighting's actually going to be like today. Oh, I think you can see that. So this is actually hair. I'm not sure why there's peachy colors in there for the hair, but I have a long way to go. So I mean, but I did make it to where I wanted to. I really hope that my counting, like I've talked about this before, guys. My counting is it's not always great. So I have like double, triple, quadruple counted this, like even from like here to over to the here, and like I hope I'm in the right spot. If not, then I'm not going to be happy. But anyways, so this is my new start. I don't really have a I don't really have a finished date for like most of my projects, but this one is I kind of have it's kind of going to be like a therapeutic stitch, I guess, like on, you know, her birthday or the day she passed away, or like things like that, like where I'm not really feeling super, you know, cheerful, but I still want to stitch, then I feel like I can put my energy into this one. But as for am I ever going to finish it? I don't know. It's huge. It's 140,000, which is huge for me because I don't do like super size. I like watching you guys do super size, but I don't think that I'm ever going to stitch a super size. Yeah, so that is my new start. Okay, so I know I haven't really like chatted about what's going on around here, but other than the really cold weather, we just put up our Christmas tree finally on Saturday, which was nice to finally have it. My youngest is just like, I just love looking at the lights and coming outside. It makes me so joyful, and or outside of his room. It makes me so joyful. Oh, actually, the boys, when we started putting up the Christmas tree, they both took garland and some of their ornaments, and they like decorated their door handles so they're going into their rooms looks really festive. I think they actually enjoyed that more than actually decorating our tree. I I love putting up the Oh, that was weird. There was a really weird sound that just happened. Sorry, something either ice fell off the roof or that was weird. Anyways, sorry. I'm probably gonna have to edit some of this out. But our Christmas tree is not it's not like a fancy Christmas tree. There's kids crafts. I don't know if you can see like from when they were like really little. I don't know if you can see like it's not a fancy Christmas tree. It's a memory tree. Like every year we buy one Christmas ornament that kind of like represents something that either happened that year or something that we went through, or to represent that. And then the boys each get their own ornaments so that when they move out of the house they actually have some ornaments to pass on. And then yeah, there's lots of crafty ones from like when they were in preschool that they still will put on there. So yeah, but I just love it. I just yeah, it makes me happy. I actually would be somebody who would keep up a Christmas tree all year if I was allowed to, but then maybe it would take kind of the I don't know, if you had it up all the time, maybe it would kind of lose its special I don't know, special. I can't think of the right word. Sorry. Um, but I definitely keep up the tree until after, I think it's the Ukrainian Christmas. Yeah, I think that's what it is, like December or January 8th or 6th, or I don't know. I keep up the Christmas tree as long as I possibly can. That's all. All right, that was a lot of rambling. What else have we been up to? Oh yeah, all you guys I keep seeing on Instagram, people watching Christmas movies. Yeah, my family last night, we watched the Minions movie because it was on Netflix and the kids really wanted to watch it. So we haven't watched any Christmas movies yet, but we'll get to it. I mean, I don't really know if we have a whole lot of kids. Well, I mean, we have Home Alone, but I don't know. the I think, yeah, they've watched that. We watched that last year. Um, but it's, yeah. And we have Charlie Brown Christmas, so we'll definitely watch that. But anyways, other than that, I don't know. It's just busy because Lucas has got his birthday coming up on December 17th. Chad and I haven't even started Christmas shopping. I don't, oh yeah, we're procrastinators, and I have a really hard time getting into the Christmas mood until after my son's birthday, which doesn't give me very many days. So I really can't do that. And yeah, so we will see. Maybe next weekend we'll have to do some shopping or something, but we don't really do a whole lot for Christmas. We like to concentrate on what Christmas is all about, and we just do like a few gifts sometimes. I don't know. It's pretty low key here for our family, but we have big family gatherings to go to, and so it just gets really busy. But anyways, I don't want to talk about that aspect of Christmas. So I'm just gonna get back to my projects. Yeah, this is already 16 minutes in and I've only showed you one project. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do some editing. Okay, let's get into this. I have a little bit of haul, but I will save that for later. I'm going to get into my projects. So I have my next one. This is going to be a focus for December, so it'll probably get quite a bit of progress, but it is my Nativity by Donna Gelsinger. This is what it will look like when it's done. And since the last time you saw it, I have put 472 stitches into it. And I'm still working across the top in 10 by 20 squares. Well, I'll just show it to you. So this is what I have done so far. This project seems really small compared to a couple of my other ones, but, and here is a close-up of what I have been working on. Hopefully you can see that. So yeah, I'm just over here. Yesterday, it was a lot of blue actually. It was like 930 and 336, I think. It was basically just like two, and wasn't very confetti heavy at all in this block. But yeah, so that is this one. But yeah, I plan to get quite a bit. Feels like the right month to get quite a bit of progress. I started this one in January 1st of this year, so it's coming up to its 1 year, and I'm only 5.5. I think that's what I got to the other day, or maybe it changed. Sorry, in my pattern keeper. I think it, my goodness. Oh, 5.69. That's right, because I worked on it last night, so I got a little bit more. So yeah, that is that one. I'm really enjoying that. It's nice. All right, so that one. Okay, next I have my coffee sloth. This is Mini Coffee Sloth by Sheena Pike. charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's a retired pattern. Sorry, I know a couple people were kind of sad about that, but it is retired. Since you last saw it, I put in 199 stitches, which again, I don't know why this one, I haven't worked on it very much, but this is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looks like now. I believe I was working on, nope, sorry, that's not gonna work. Let's just do it this way. I think I was working on this mug. I think that's where those stitches went in. Hopefully you can see that. Not doing a very good job of holding that up. But yeah, I think that's where the colors are really coming together there. Yeah, so I mean, I definitely need to put more work into that one. And I usually have the, I use the hashtag Sheena Pike Sal, and me and Stephanie from the enpointe Stitcher. I will have her linked below. You should be checking her out. She just put up a Flossmas video the other day. I don't know, but she put up a first one, and she tells stories while she's doing like a sped up stitch with me, and she, anyways, you should go watch it. I'm not gonna spoil it. But yeah, that was really cool. So anyways, so Stephanie, and there's a ton of people that do the Sheena Pike Sal. Well, I guess not a ton, but there's more than just me and Stephanie. Over on Instagram, we normally post on our progress on Tuesdays, but I mean, you can post whenever. It doesn't have to be on Tuesdays. You don't have to work on it on Tuesdays. I try to work it on a Tuesday, but I have more than one Sheena Pike piece, so that's why that one has not got very much, because my other one has gotten a lot of progress. So that's that. All right, so oh guys, okay, so my daily 30 stitch for November was supposed to be Monday to Friday. I was going to work on my Mario because my boys are at school and they still don't know about it, although one of them does know about it now, but I'll tell that story later. So Monday to Friday was supposed to be my Mario daily 30 stitch, and then I decided to have like a weekend edition date 30 stitch, which was the cross, my Kincaid cross. So that was what was supposed to happen, but then we had a lot of sick kids staying home and school being shut down, and then every other Friday they get off for a PD day, so I got 132 stitches. So I mean, it's progress, right? But nothing like it should have had for that kind of a daily stitch. So this is what the project is going to look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. This piece, or this pattern, I got off Etsy. I don't know if you can still get it, but if you just type in Mario on Etsy, it'll come up. But I think since the last time, I didn't look at my last video, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know that I definitely worked on this, and maybe this wasn't done the last time you saw it either. So, I mean, it's progress. I just have, well, I have lots left, but it's progress. So yeah, that was 132 stitches. I mean, in a half an hour, I probably only get like 30, 40 stitches in. not fast stitcher at all. Okay, so, all right, so speaking of my weekend edition, so this is The Cross by Thomas Kincaid, charted by Candamar Designs. I'll put up what it's supposed to look like here. And since the last time you saw it, I have put in 394 stitches. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. Oh, the lighting's not good, guys. There, can you see it? I came closer over here because I wanted to have the tree in the background, but then I have this window here, so hopefully the lighting is okay. So I just made my way, I'm just making my way across here because I want to get over to this side, because this is the side that I like to start in the right upper hand corner. I know that doesn't probably look like the upper right corner to you guys, but it is. So I'm trying to work my way across. I did, where is it? I think it's right here maybe. That is the second page. So I made it to the second page. Yeah, so my goal is to, well, obviously my goal is to finish it, but my more obtainable goal is to get to the other corner. So that's been really fun working on that. I got, compared to what I normally have for progress, that was pretty good. This one is also a paper pattern, so it just, you guys know, paper patterns, they just are not as nice as Pattern Keeper, especially for a full coverage. That one's not super confetti heavy, like it has blocks of color, but still, paper pattern. All right, there's quite a few that I actually didn't work on this month. I mean, I only have 19 projects, I think, but okay. So again, I was supposed to, on my snow days, I said that my Nomies project was going to be, yeah, my snow day project was going to be Nomies. That's what I'm trying to say. It snowed quite a few days and I didn't work on it. And then there was days when it wasn't snowing and then I decided to work on it, and then people on Instagram were just telling me, well, it snowed here, so you're good to go. And I'm like, okay, sounds good. So I mean, technically I probably could have worked on it like every day if I would have done that, but I didn't. There's only 75 stitches since the last time you saw this, which this is what it's going to look like when it's done. This is a chart that is charted by Kayli from Kayli-10Stitch, and her website is thesewingshop.ca, but I will talk more about that later. Here is what I got to. I think, I can't remember if the last time, oh guys, I think the last time I worked, either I finished that, but I definitely worked in the beard here, which, Kayli, it's really confetti heavy. No, it's fine. It'll look really good. I don't mind confetti. I'm totally joking around. But yeah, so anyways, that's my Nomies. I love that project. I really should have had that done by now, because I think it's a year old now. And it would be nice to get that done and to have it up when it's cold, you know, and during the winter time. And so that I can, you know, send a picture to Kayli so that she can see what her chart looks like. But anyways, it will happen. All right, so there are so many projects, you guys, that I didn't even work on. Okay, so the project that got the most work on, I don't know if you watched my last video, I think it was that one. I talked about how I made 2 wheels. I made one wheel where it was my projects, and then I made another wheel where it was the stitch count because I don't know, one wheel wasn't enough, I guess. So I think I did the stitch count wheel first. And I mean, of course, I'm going to get the 1,000 stitches, right? Like, so I had 1,000 stitches. And so then I did and the thing is, like, on that wheel, I think I have like 50 stitches, one length of thread, 250, like, 1,000 was the highest that I wanted to commit to doing on one project in a month. And that's my first one. So anyways, it's fine, everything's fine. So what was I saying? Right, and so it spun on my Daydream Sea Turtles by Sheena Pike, and this is why I was talking about how my sloth didn't get as much progress, because this one did. So this is charted by Charting Creations, and I said it was Sheena Pike. So this is my Sea Turtles. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's done, and this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And this is what it looks like now. I am still doing what I said I was going to do before, where I'm going across like pages. Sorry, it looked weird for me for a second. I mean, I thought I had the wrong way. I was going down, this was a page here. To there, and as I go down the page, like, I pick the first symbol and then any of it that's all the way down there, and then I go back up, and because I don't know, it's fun. And so then I got to the bottom of the page and I still wanted to work on the turtle, so then I decided to go on to this page. But there's not very much turtle. It's this like really pretty flower. Maybe I'll zoom in so you can actually see. Oh, that looks good. So this is, yeah, so then I was doing that, and then I was like, no, I want to work on this little guy. His name is Squirt. And so then I was doing the page thing, but then I would every once in a while go and pick a color in the turtle and do one length of thread and then go back to do the page thing. But then I got to the eye, and I just wanted to finish the eye, and oh my goodness, this eye, I don't know if you can see, but it is so confetti heavy, like confetti, not just confetti, like ninja stitches in there, where I was just constantly like threading my needle, one stitch, tying it up, like, and there was like nothing else around, so I couldn't even like carry. So that eye took me a really long time, but it looks really good and I'm really happy. So yeah, this project got, well, actually, since you guys last saw it, because I did a bunch of this at the beginning, so there's not as much progress on it since I thought. I mean, I did put 1,057 stitches in for the whole month, but since you guys last saw it, 491 stitches, and I'm going to assume that that's going to be all right here and all right there, and definitely the eye. So yeah, so this, guys, I don't even know if I've ever showed you how big this thing, like, really, am I ever gonna finish this? I don't know, but it is so much fun to work on. Like, I love the colors in it. They just make me so happy. And even though it is really confetti heavy, I just love working on that one. It's really hard to put it down. So, but as you can see, I have a lot of projects. So I have to put it down if I ever want to get to anything else. Because there's probably like 5 or 6 projects since my last video that, or even this month or in November, that I didn't even work on. So that's kind of sad. Okay. So even though I have the wheel that I use sometimes I have no idea what to work on. So my good old friend Alicia from Adventures of Stitching, she said, okay, you spin the stitch count and I'll pick the project. And I'm like, okay, sure. So I spun and it was 200 stitches. And she picked my garnet, which is a Carolyn Manning from the Shooting Stars. I don't know why I never remember this. I think it's the Shooting Stars collection. I'm doing the small. This is what it'll look like when it's done. And this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And here it is now. So doing 200 stitches in this, oh, the lighting. Oh, can you see? There's so many, like, the reds in this. They're so similar, but just a touch different. Anyways, so I put in 204 stitches. Beat my goal by 4. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. So I have this one, and then the next one after this will be the turquoise for my youngest son, and then I can figure out how I'm going to frame it, because I've already finished the aquamarine one for me and my husband, because we're both March babies. All right, so that was that. So, and then I was a different day, that was a couple days ago. I was having a hard time deciding again, and Alicia's like, well, just do the same thing. So I spun 100 stitches, and that didn't seem like a very big deal. But Alicia chose my, what is it called? Season for Everything. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Now, when I usually work on this project, I'll do like 30 stitches maybe at a time, because it's a really hard piece to stitch, and you'll see, when I show you, you'll understand. But it's just a really hard. It's dimensions, but it's a stamped kit, but it's not a regular stamped kit. So anyways, so she picked that, and I don't know if she actually thought that I was going to do it, but I was like, okay, challenge accepted. I can do this. I can do 100 stitches in this one, even though I hadn't worked on it at all in like the last probably 3 months. I don't know when. No, August. I worked on it once in August. That's the last time that I picked up this piece. So, but I did it. I got that 100 stitches. So this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. Ouch, sorry. Sitting on the ground isn't always the most comfortable. Okay, this is what it looks like now. So I don't even know if you can see that. This, oh, there you go. So this all in the top corner, that's where my 100 stitches was. Now, if you can see, this project, it's stamped as in it shows you where, why am I way over there? It shows you what, like it shows you just an X. It doesn't have the symbol, so you still have to use like a regular chart. It's on this sailcloth, so it doesn't even have like the proper holes. Like you can go anywhere on that X, like on that line. And it doesn't have the lines connecting, but you need your X's to connect because you don't want a bunch of gaps. So like I call this my like freestyle artsy, I don't know, I said it looked like a preschooler did it, and I got flack from that about being too hard on myself. But I mean, it's messy. Like I'm not asking anybody to tell me that it's not messy. Like, it is messy, but I kind of like the look of it. Well, I mean, not kind of. I do like the look of it. I think it's different and it's neat. And so, yeah, putting in those 100 stitches was actually really fun. Oh, also it's three lengths of thread, which when I first started it, when I picked it up, I totally forgot about that, and I was doing 2 lengths, and then I had to frog it all, and so then I was muttering under my breath as I was frogging it. But yeah, it once I got the hang of it, and when I actually doing 100 stitches at a time, you got the flow going a lot better, and it was fun. So this will probably come out again, actually. I really enjoyed working on it. So that was Season for Everything by Dimensions. Oh my, guys, it is 40 minutes in, and I'm not even done. Okay, next is, okay, well, I'm not really sure why I'm showing this because I've only, that looks really cool. But anyways, my Bonded by the Rain, Leonid Afremov. Looks like I only put in 47 stitches since you guys last saw this, but I'll show it because I love this piece. Me and Holly from the Daily HAEDs and Stitchmesane uses the hashtag too, and there's a couple other people on Instagram. We Colors of Afremov, colors with a U. I'll try and remember to link the hashtags if anybody wants them on Instagram. What was I saying? Oh, right. Holly is doing the mini evening, which is also very nice. I like that one. Karla from Stitchmesane is doing Farewell to Anger, and there's another person on there that is doing Farewell to Anger. So anyways, I just like going on the hashtag and seeing all the Afremov. So yes, this is what the project will look like when it's done. This is another project where I would hope to have a lot of progress in it next year. I've mentioned that this is kind of going to be like a wedding piece for me and my husband. We're celebrating our 15-year next August. I mean, there's no way this is going to be done by then, but it would be nice to have a good, I don't know, at least 10% or something. Oh, goodness. I haven't been telling you guys my percentages at all. Maybe I'll just, maybe I can just like edit it in because, you know, I love to edit. No, I don't. I don't love to edit, but I don't really want to go back and, oops. Okay. All right, well, I'll just tell you. So my Sheena Pike I got is at 2.68%, so it's got a ways to go. Bonded by the Rain is at 2.59%. Oh my goodness. All these like 2, 5, long ways to go. Okay, this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see those 47 stitches, but they're in there. So yeah, they're just gonna be in that area. I'm working on the diagonal. I work on the diagonal starting on the right, and then I do like a cross country throughout the diagonal, and then when I run out of my thread, I go back up to the top. So kind of like the typewriter method, I guess, but within the diagonal. I do the same thing with when I work on my nativity in the 10 by 20 block. I start at the top corner and then do kind of like cross country throughout the whole thing and then go back up to the top and go through. So I don't know, that's the way I do it. So that is my Bonded by the Rain. Next I have my, oh, Mom, if you're watching, please look away. As I've said many times, I have not told her about my Flosstube, so I don't think that she's just gonna randomly come across my video. And I don't have my picture on the thumbnail thing, so I doubt she'll see it. But that's okay. In case you are, turn away, unless you want to be spoiled. All right, so this is one of my bags from project bags from Kayli. This is my other one. Okay. Anyways, okay, so this one is called Singing Sparrow by the Sweet Wings Studio. This is what it's gonna look like when it's done. This is for my mom and my dad, actually. My mom and my stepdad, their anniversary is in May. Towards the end of May. So I'm thinking that I'm going to try and have this done for their anniversary, because it's definitely not going to be done for Christmas. So that's my plan. I've already lost the... Seriously, where did I do with it? Did I put it back in here? I did put it back in. Sorry, that bags. Okay, so this is what it looked like the last time you saw it. And no, you don't want to see the back. And since you saw it, I have put in 87 stitches. This is what it looks like now. So I think just the eye is what you are seeing. So this is on 16 count Picture This Plus fabric in Ren. I really don't think you can see the marbling very much because that's just the way it is. But oh, you just got to see the back, but I don't care. And it's messy. It's fine. Can you see? I can't believe I did that. It's not like I've never showed you the backs of my projects before. You really can't see. No, you can't see it. I'm sorry. It's a nice neutral color, but I actually didn't realize how tiny, because I'm doing it on a 16 count, and I think the model stitch is on a 14 count, or a 2/2, so it ends up being 14. But this is like, I don't know how I'm gonna show you this, but so I only have this. Oh man, I only have this little bit here, and then it's the borders. So this is gonna be quite small, but that's okay. It'll still look nice. So that is my Singing Sparrow. Oh man, just like a mess just everywhere here. Okay, one more stitching project, I think. So for December, I have decided to do a new daily 30 stitch. I don't know if I will stick to it, but I am going to bring out my raccoon from A Year in the Woods by Cottage Garden Samplings. You probably want to see what it looks like. So, although I'm sure everybody knows what these look like. The reason I'm deciding to try and get some serious progress in this is because there's 3 more from this series that I want to stitch. So I need to finish one before. I only want to have 20 whips is my max. So, and I think I'm at 18, and I have a new start planned for New Year's Day. So I have to finish some stuff, and the problem is as I finish stuff, I keep bringing in like a full coverage. So I'm not going to be able to start anything if I stick to my 20 my 20 whips. So I need to get some of these smaller ones finished. Although as soon as I finish this one, the next one that I want in the series is going to be started. So I'm going to try and stick to my 20 whips, but it doesn't really seem like it's really going to happen. But anyways, so 115 what was I saying? Yes, so this is my one for December. 115 is what I have done. I'm just filling in the lighting. Come on. I'm just filling in that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here you go. That is my raccoon. I really like working on this one as well. It's a fun stitch. And working with the weeks, the weeks dye works is fun, but I do need to get some more of that, and I'm not sure how the dye lots are going to work on that, but that's a story for a different day. I'll keep you posted on that. Yeah, I think that's all my cross stitch. I feel like I might have rushed through that really fast. Okay, so my haul. Okay, so I needed to get some of that 18 count easy grid. That's what I used on my sister's piece, and I needed another piece for my new start. I'll talk about that in just a second. So I ordered from Kayli because she sells that easy grid fabric, and so I was like, well, I might as well support somebody that I know rather than like 1 2 3 stitch, which 1 2 3 stitch, being from Canada, it's still kind of it's not as cheap for me, I guess, as it is for if you are from the States. And I don't even know if they had what I was looking for, to be honest. So I messaged Kayli to see if she had, and I wanted it right away too, so I didn't know how long it would take. And I asked her if she had some, and she said yes. And then I said, I am terrible at math. Can you figure out what I need for this? And she said yes. And she even was so kind and serged the borders for me. So that was nice because I don't own a sewing machine, and I just wait until I go to my mom's house and then she does it for me. So that was nice. And then I had also asked her if she had any scraps of fabric, like different counts, because I kind of want to try different counts, but I don't really want to like buy a full piece and then find out that I hate it. So I was like, do you happen to have any like different counts or different fabrics that I can try? And she said, yes, I can send that too. So I'm thinking, like, when I say scraps of fabric, like, just enough for me to try like a 10 by 10 block so that I can see if my eyes even, just a small scrap. Kayli, she did not send me a small scrap. She sent me 28 count Laguna, and these are all serged too. It's like a really light blue, but I mean, you can easily put like a small pattern on that. That is not. I mean, I am very grateful. So don't get me wrong, very grateful. It's just, you didn't have to. This is 22 count heart anchor, which I have never tried. This is 18 count even weave, which I've never tried, in a really nice blue. It's heavy. It feels like that's heavier than, I don't know. And then a 25 count Lugana in this gold opalescent. I don't know, can you, oh yeah, you can maybe see the sparkle, or you're seeing the Christmas lights behind. I don't actually know. Can you see the sparkle? Oh, I can see the sparkle. I'm sorry if you can't. But that'll be so nice for like a little, for Christmas, like something Christmassy. I haven't tried them yet because, you know. And if that wasn't enough, she sent me a needle minder that she made, which goes perfectly with my nativity. I don't know if that's blurry. It looks blurry when I do that. I don't know if it's focusing. But it's baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph needle minder. So that goes perfectly. I use that every time I work on my nativity. She sent it in this cute little bag. I ordered floss from her too because I needed it for some different projects, and she's trying to get me to use floss drops. So she put them, oh, these colors are so pretty. I don't even think they're for the same project, but they sure look nice together. But yeah, she put them on floss drops, and then she had a little note that said, if you don't want to use the floss drops, that's fine. And she sent the little bobbins with it too, but I still got them on the floss drops. I'm thinking about how I'm going to do that. And then she also sent me, I don't know if I can show these properly, these sulky, oh, there, you can kind of see, sulky threads, which I have never used. These colors, though, are gorgeous together. I definitely think that I want to do something with all those colors, but I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But they're really nice, and I can't wait to try them. So thank you, Kayli. I know that I already talked to you many times, and this was actually a while ago that I got them, but so yes, you guys go check out her, well, she has a Flosstube, Kayli-Kayli, but her website, she dyes fabric, makes project bags, does charting. She also, was it this month or the end of last month, she now has a subscription for fabric and project bags. And yeah, if I could afford it, I totally would, but it's just not in my budget right now. But it looks like lots of fun. I'm getting something a surprise every month. But anyways, so yes, go check out her site. I'm probably missing something that she has else that you can get there, but you can go look. What else do I have to say? Okay, an hour in. So I don't know if I'm going to have another video up before Christmas, because I said I was going to be back in 2 weeks last time, and it's now 3. So I don't know. It's like I said, it's kind of like a busy time, and the boys, once they get home, like, I mean, they're done on the 21st, I think, and then they don't go back to school until January 9th. They usually go back right after New Year's, but not this year. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back. So I'm going to quickly just talk about what my plans are for next year. They're not much because I don't make plans. We know this. Or I make them. That's not true. I make them. I just don't always stick to them. But I know for sure that I'm going to be starting this piece by Abraham Hunter. I was going to say something completely different. And God shed his grace. Me and Alicia for sure. I don't know if there's anybody else joining us, but we're going to be starting this on New Year's Day. It's going to be our Sunday stitch. So I think this is the hashtag that we decided on, God's Grace Sundays. I think I'll I'll clarify that, but I think that's what we decided. So if anybody has the chart or is working on the chart and wants to join us, that's what we'll be doing on Sundays, hopefully. But it'll definitely be started and worked on next year. Other than that, I have I did sign up for Full Coverage Fanatics. They have all their stuff up. So they have three. I think there was 3 that I signed up for. Sorry, I'm trying to look where I had this. Right, so there's 3 that I signed up for. One was the big small event or something like that. So it was either your smallest project or your biggest project. Well, it didn't have to be your biggest or your absolute smallest, but there was a there was a certain stitch count that it had to be for either. But anyways, I decided to put my Bonded by the Rain because it's actually my smallest mini full coverage that I have. So that one, there's no like real stitch count. I think that one goes all year. So it's just every month you put a picture of your progress, and then it's just kind of your focus for the year, which I already said that was going to kind of be a focus. And then for they also have a color one where it's every month there's a different color to focus on. So that's a non-counting one. And so for January, it was red. So I picked my bird garden, which I don't have. I do have. I didn't think I was going to be able to show this because I didn't have any progress on it, but it's right here, my Amy Stewart mini bird garden. I mean, I can pretty much use this project for every color because it's got lots of colors. So pretty. Doesn't have a page finish, but it has lots of colors. I actually was thinking that I should pull this out and try this in December, try and get that page finished. There's not that much. It's just lots of ninjas. So anyways, so that was the January challenge, was red. So that's a non-counting. But then they also have by the numbers, and then you can pick, I think it was 500, 1,000, or 2,000 stitches to put into a specific project, and you can change the project each month. So I decided, well, I might as well just make the 2 projects go together. So in January, apparently, I plan on getting 1,000. Yeah, I signed up for 1,000. We'll see. 1,000 stitches in this one. So that's pretty much my plan. What other plans do I have for next year? I might be starting a Mirabilia, but we'll see about that. If I do, it won't be until like May. And I don't know. I might, for my birthday's not till March. I might have a new start there. But as for like just regular, me and Alicia, Adventures of Stitching, have a challenge that we're going to be doing with each other that involves, well, it involves picking each other's challenges each month, kind of like what she was doing when I spun the number thing and then she picked my project, because apparently when I pick my when I pick my challenges, I have no problem being like, yeah, I don't feel like doing that, I'm not doing that, and just putting it away. But when she picks them for me, it's like, I don't know, my competitiveness comes out or something, and then I want to finish them. So we're going to try something like that next year. um we're still kind of like ironing out all the fine details, but I think it'll be lots of fun. So other than that, oh, I thought I was done. I'm not done. I wanted to show one. I wanted to show my crochet. Just one second. Okay. So for my mom, oh, mom, no, you won't be watching this. I should have this done by then. It's for Christmas. I should hope I have it done. I think a last video I showed my yarn, which is called Sailor's Delight. It's really cool. It's by Bernat. It's Bernat blanket. So it's like, I don't know, can you see the coziness in there? It is just, anyways. So I started this, I don't know, last week, I think. This is what I've got done. So this is a waffle blanket because they're my favorite to make and probably the only thing that I will make for the rest of my life. They're really easy. I know a bunch of people asked me about it on Instagram and stuff, but it's really easy. Other than the fact that your lines might not be straight. I don't know what I did, but my lines aren't straight. But I'll just show it to you. Oh my. I'll just, yeah, you can see how that was terrible, but maybe you got to see. I'll just do you can see the stitch. It's the texture of these blankets is just so nice. Next, I really want to make one for myself, or maybe I'll make one for my husband so it doesn't seem so it's, I don't know. I don't think he wants one, but I'll just make one for him and then I'll just take it. But that's not true. He would probably like one just fine. Actually, I think he actually did say that he wanted one when he saw me working on this because he thought it looked very nice and cozy. So yeah, this is two balls left. So I'm hoping, I bought 6, so I'm hoping that 6 will be enough. My mom is shorter than me, so I'll be able to gauge that. And I mean, I was actually going to make this a lap blanket, and I'm it's way wider than a lap blanket, but maybe I'll make it so, like, when you're sitting on the couch watching TV or reading or whatever, you don't usually have the blanket like right up to your shoulders, right? It's like usually, maybe like waist, or, so it doesn't have to be maybe as long as I feel like it needs to be. So maybe 6 will be enough, hopefully, because like I had to order it. But Michael's had a Cyber Monday sale, and that's where, because I don't have a Michael's in town, so I'd have to drive, and we'd have to go on the weekend because I don't drive there. So by the time you get there, and with gas prices, I mean, it probably costs like $10, $5, $10, whatever, plus our time and energy to go there and get it, when Michael's had a Cyber Monday sale, and it was $5 off each one of these. But I mean, they still charged me $13 for shipping. But it came to my house, so it worked out. It was still cheaper. So that was that, and I got that done. And what was I? Oh, right. So I was saying that I didn't stitch every day, and I was working on my diamond painting. So this diamond painting that I'm working on is a kind of like a companion piece to my Daydream Sea Turtles. This is called Daydream Dolphins, and it's also by Sheena Pike. So this is what it's going to look like when it's done. And this is how much I have done. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I worked in this area over here. This is also, can you see the sparkle? Probably not, because you can probably just see the plastic on it, but this thing is big. There, you can see kind of what it's supposed to look like. Yep, it's a biggie. It's also very confetti heavy. I mean, you probably, it's not like a, I think there's only like 46 colors, but 46 colors in a diamond painting. Yeah, it's fun though. So that is the other thing that I've been working on. And I have another diamond painting, but it's my Oilers one. And I think I did work on that one a little bit. It's like halfway done, but it's much smaller and it should be done. It's like way less colors, but I don't diamond paint that much, just when I feel crafty and I don't feel like reading and I don't feel like stitching. Well, reading's not crafty, but when I want a different hobby than stitching, basically. All right, this is over an hour and I feel like it was kind of all over the place, and I'm sorry. I have notes, but I don't know. They're like chicken scratch. I can't even read most of what I wrote, so that's helpful, right? All right. Well, if you guys made it this long, thank you so much. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Thank you for all the likes and the comments. I really like, even if you just say hi, like it puts a smile on my face. I'm not saying that you have to. You don't have to. But I do appreciate the comments and I do respond. Like I said, if you haven't got a response from me, it's because I haven't seen it. So yeah, so I just hope that you guys all have a really great Christmas. If I don't come back, Happy New Year. Wow, that seems really weird. I probably will be back before then, but maybe not. So yeah, take care, guys. Stay safe, stay warm. I hope you guys are having better weather than we are. Tomorrow I might have the kids home again because it's supposed to be minus 31 Celsius and minus 42 with the wind chill. So that definitely means schools will be shut down, which is a shame because this week my kids are they have swimming and skating at school. Like tomorrow, tomorrow, the day that they could not have school. My oldest is going swimming and skating, and the other one is going skating. So they crammed everything all in, which, it's a lot for the kids, but they enjoy those things. So it's fun for them. It just might have some really tired boys when they get home. But yeah, so hopefully school doesn't get canceled tomorrow. But yeah, we went from, like I said the other day, where it was minus 39 with the wind chill, and then 2 days later it's like +8, not +8, -8. Like, like it just drastically changed. And then yesterday it was, today it's -16, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be -42. So I don't know. The weather is strange. It's been kind of we had a pretty mild fall, and so now we're kind of, winter's coming with a vengeance, we'll say. Yeah, so I never know how to end these. So yeah, you guys take care. Thanks so much for stopping by. I know there's tons of people that you guys could be watching, so I really appreciate you taking the time to see what I'm working on. you might want to like, what was it, Holly that was talking about speeding up the, I don't know, you guys are going to answer me, right? I think it was Holly from My Daily HAEDs that was talking about speeding up the the speed of the YouTube. But she said that if you do that, it can sometimes make the people sound like chipmunks, especially if they talk fast. So um, I don't think that I talk really slow. I think I probably talk more on the fast side. So I don't know. Maybe that'll be entertaining for you. Maybe you want to hear me as a chipmunk. Tell me if you do. I'm interested to hear how that goes. All right. Well, you guys take care, and I will see you when I see you. Okay. Bye, guys.